The Philippines has signed an agreement to purchase a radar system from Japan for aerial surveillance of its territorial interests, including in the South China Sea, the Defense Department announced Friday, amid rising international tensions in the disputed waterway. Manila's top diplomat said in a TV interview Friday that the government would consider following a move by the United States to blacklist Chinese businesses if they were found to be involved in China's militarization of the sea and building of artificial islands in the region. In a statement Friday, the Philippine Department of Defense said the government was buying the Horizon 2 air surveillance radar system from Japan's Mitsubishi Electric Corp., a deal worth 5.5 billion pesos $113.5 million. Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana signed the agreement on August 14, officials said. The radar will cover the Philippine rise to the east of the nation, the southern region where Islamic State-linked militants operate, as well as the southern portion of the West Philippine Sea, according to the statement. The West Philippine Sea is how the Philippines refers to the South China Sea. Operations from these strategically vital locations will enable the Philippine Air Force to provide optimal airspace monitoring, aircraft control, perform its air defense mission and enhance security, the department said. The radar would help detect, identify and correlate any threats and intrusions within the Philippine Economic Zone, and deliver radar images to operating units, it added. The defense contract was the first between the Philippines and Japan since 2016, when President Rodrigo Duterte took power. News of the deal came as Philippine Foreign Affairs Secretary Teodoro Locsin Jr. told CNN Philippines that he would strongly recommend that the government cut ties with Chinese firms sanctioned by the U.S. if it was determined they were linked to Beijing's efforts to expand its military footprint in the South China Sea.
And I've learned something here. Yes, if I find that any of those companies are doing business with us, then I would strongly recommend we terminate that relationship with that company. If they were in any way if they're involved in the reclamation, then it becomes consistent on our part to terminate any contract with them. Of course, since the contract was already entered into, they could sue us back. But that's a good point, because I'm very careful about validating anything China does by inaction.
In March 2019, Locsin's predecessor, Albert Del Rosario, took Chinese leader Xi Jinping and other officials to the International Criminal Court for allegedly putting in place a systematic plan to control the contested waterway.